just rolling up. Hey, it's time for the toast. Come on, join me. Join me. Join me. Join the toast. We about to toast Ujima. Great day. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Y'all ready? Let's get it. First things first. Hot tin. Alright. Now we start with our water. I'm gonna do 32 ounces a day. I'm gonna start with this 16 ounce. I'm gonna give me another 32 ounces. Last night we had a show. The story was very good. I'm gonna review the story a little bit for my YouTube fam. Talking about Ujima, all right? I know what's going on Facebook. Still drinking on the Death Eater. Y'all watching it mature with me, watching it get older, watching the bottle go through its thing. I think I might change the bottle tonight. I don't know. All right. We made another transformation, fam. All right. So, we are here for our daily toast. All right. Today is Ujima. Okay. So we want to toast this marvelous day. So we call on our creator, or whatever name you choose to call the creator. We call that energy into the room to bless and guide us and to touch each one of our lives. And we toast and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our personal ancestors. We toast our ancestors. We ask them to walk with us. We ask them to talk with us. We ask them to lift us up. We ask them to move us into situations that will be beneficial to us. We also ask them to bless us during our challenges. We call on our ancestors to watch over us. We call on our ancestors to protect us. We call on our ancestors to to motivate us. We call on our ancestors to inspire us. We remember them because they remembered us, right? We send them out to help us in advance. So we toast our ancestors by whatever names you may have on Facebook. As usual, if you got names, feel free to type them up, toast them. I run through my family line: Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texas Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walton, Christopher Fanny Gatson, Aunt Nina, Uncle Chris, Geneva Brown, Geneva Brown, Cleveland Brown, Margaret Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Jamon Jones, Montague Pittman L, John Fillard, Dr. Marianne Williams, Elder Donaldson, Normal Acts, of course. That's all that come to me right now. Dr. Marianne Williams, Tony Clark out of Akron, my martial arts instructor. I can't think of no more right now, so we toast the ancestors that I called out. And if you have any, I salute your ancestors while you think about them. Take time to remember your ancestors. All right? We toast and we say Ashe. From there, we move on to this present moment. And this moment is where our power lies, right? As human beings, we have a definite dimension of power. And that dimension of power is in the now. Many of you are caught in your past and suffering, and many of you are caught in your future or thinking about your future or contemplating the future and draining yourself, right? Your true power is in the moment, because in the moment is where we can actually take actions. Toast this moment, and today is Ujima. We toast Ujima, and we say Ashe. Last but not least, we toast our children, our children's children, onto infinity. Never get tired of toasting, right? Never get tired of it. So I toast our children, our children's children, on into infinity, because everything we think, say, and do affects our generations that follow, right? And each one of us are responsible for the next 7 generations. So we toast them and we say Ashe. And this toast right here is for anybody out there that has any endeavors that they need some help from their ancestors. We toast that endeavor. Anybody that's doing something challenging and new, we toast it. Anybody that's an entrepreneur, we toast you. Anybody that's out there doing some real building within the community, we toast you. And we ask our ancestors to watch over you and to protect you and to bring you the business you need. Toast you. Anybody out there that's doing some experiments, you know what I'm saying, that's trying. I mean, it's just anybody got any endeavors out there, I salute you. And I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Toast you. Shouts out to my brother Ted Rollins. Good to see you this morning, brother. Toast. We say peace, power, and joy in 100 years. All right, Facebook. I'm about to get over here, finish my YouTube, talk to my YouTube fan. Peace. Good morning, Ted. You have a great day. Thank you for joining me, right? Like and share for me. Peace. All right. All right. YouTube, it's us again. It's just us again. It's us again. All right. So now let's go do the stuff that we need to do. All right. All right. Good morning, fam. You know it's Ujima. Ujima means collective work responsibility for those that don't know. Okay? Um, Today is also the day of righteousness. It's a day of respect, which is an M7 principle. It's a day of vibration, it covers the law of vibration from the Hermetic laws, and also the day names are Kwaku and Akua. Those that missed those episodes all last week we talked about the day names on almost on the day, I think. Yes, we did. On the day, and I think we did that the week before. So we're gonna do some more research and we're gonna get back into the day names. All right. Eventually, all right. Because the whole idea is in the daily toast to unleash our personal power. Okay, to start unleashing who we are. Because many of us are holding ourselves down. So today, while I'm trying to do take my little supplements as we experiment. I'm an experiment board, and if y'all got any questions, feel free to ask questions. Experiment with the oils right now. So a few other things I think I'm gonna pull into the regimen. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm trying to make sure that those individuals that are on the Nguza Saba Challenge, we keep it as affordable as possible for you. So, you know what I'm saying? You could do your own experiments and also reflect with the audience on some of the stuff you are doing, because there's some powerful mushrooms out there as well that I think that I may want to get out there. And there's a few other herbs that we need to talk about individually, especially some of the ones that I use in that ambrosia, right? So, I know you're looking at the bottle like, Brother Hatim, look at that bottle, right? What's this? This is the bacteria and the yeast that's in the bottle that's been producing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this out and I'm gonna clean this bottle. I'm not gonna do it this morning. I may do it tonight because I got a show tonight. And speaking of the show, what I want to do is we're going to tie last night's show, which was Folk Tales for Grown Folks, which happens on every Kuji Chakalia at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to tune in, right? We need to tie the show in to what I'm gonna talk about today, which is escaping the hood. So, but first let's do our thing, right? So of course y'all know we still experimenting with the coconut oil in more than one ways. You know what I'm saying? Now, for those that don't know, I'm taking the coconut oil, and the coconut oil has many powerful uses, right? But the major one we're doing is for those of us that's doing the warrior diet, trying to get down to eating at one time a day or in between a 5 hour period, right? Extending our fast throughout the day. Some people call it intermittent fasting, but I'm calling it warrior diet. Why? Because it takes a warrior to struggle through the conflict of being hungry. And in that hunger, we find that we can actually do more and better work, right? There's some people who just eat and crash, eat and crash, eat and crash, sleep, eat and crash, eat and crash, eat and crash, sleep, eat and crash, eat and crash, eat and crash. That's what y'all be doing, right? You eat in the morning, a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of sugars. The sugar is quick burning. You know what I'm saying? The sugar is not it's not necessarily the best fuel, and it leaves a lot of residue behind. And you eat early in the morning and you go to work and you crash. You need more sugar. And the more sugar leads to more sugar, and the more sugar. And plus on top of that, they say sugar is addictive. And a lot of us are addicted to sugar. I find myself feeding sugar and seeking sugar out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this right here helps with that craving, right? This right here gives your body another form of healthy fuel. As a matter of fact, it's a better and cleaner burning fuel. So we're going to take a little bit of this, that coconut oil. One teaspoon a day. I'm running out. My budget is getting tight, right? Remember, some of y'all, this 21-day thing, right? You got to make your stuff last for 21 days because I want you to see the effect so you ain't got to overdo it. Now, if you balling, drink to your heart's content. But you know, too much of one thing, good for nothing. That's right. That's right. Some of y'all paying attention. Now we got the red palm oil. Now, another reason I take these on screen because, you know, a lot of people wouldn't even think about taking them like this, right? So I'm doing it to make sure that you see that it can be done. You know what I'm saying? It may look nasty, may look different, but it can be done. We take a nice little portion, maybe about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Make sure y'all getting y'all supplements. Take your supplements with me. So you know when you watch this, get your supplements out. Some of you that are eating, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can eat with me while y'all watch this and view this. For those that don't know, this is that powerful, powerful black seed oil. Alright. A lot of oil in the morning. Helps the stuff that I put in last night slide out. You know what I mean? Give it, promote it out. You know what I'm saying? You've been promoted to waste. Right? Some of that food. Alright. Alright, for those that don't know, I do a show every Coogee Chagalia, and it's called Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Right now, we are using Aesop Fables. Now, we are approaching the end, so that means that those of you who are just now getting into gye-nyame journey, those of you just now, I'm getting into Brother Tim because this is on my YouTube channel as well. You are just now learning about the Folk Tales for Grown Folks. We are almost at the end of Aesop Fables, and that's page 237. And the fables start on page 18. So 230, so let's just say 238. 238 minus 18 is like we done did about 210. No, my fault. 220 folk tales, fam. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of wisdom on there, right? A lot of bloopers too. You know what I'm saying? But we struggle through and we call it wisdom mining, right? You know what I'm saying? We are mining for the wisdom of our ancestors, right? Excellent book, right? And I would suggest that you might wanna get the book. You might wanna every now and then open it up, read stories to your kids as well as read stories for yourself so that you could get some of the wisdom, you know what I'm saying? All right, but last night the story was the fisherman. And one of the things that was in there was, well anyway, the story was about a group that went out fishing and they threw their nets and the nets was heavy and they tried to pull them up. And they was joyous that the nets was heavy. They pulled them up and it was kicking it. They pulled them up on the boat and then all of a sudden they found out they pulled up mostly sand and rocks, very little fish. So they went from joyous to sadness, right? Now, this is the part that I want us to look at right now. One of their company, an old man said, let us cease lamenting, my mates, for it seems to me sorrow is always the twin sister of joy. Right, so you got an old man there with the insight on life, saying that with sorrow, with joy always comes sorrow. They travel like hand in hand. They're good friends, right? Now, the piece that I want us to recognize, because today I'm talking about escaping the hood. Yesterday I was talking about the hood trap. Now, how do we escape the hood trap, right? And the key piece is one, very simple, very simple. I mean, and a lot of times the simple stuff is the hardest. What was that flew by me, right? A lot of times the hardest stuff, right, is the simplest stuff to do, right? But today is Ujima. Once again, Ujima is about collective work and responsibility. It's about righteousness, which is the Maya principle. It's about respect, which is the M7 principle. It's about the law of vibration. Now, all of those work together, right? All of those work together, right? To help us, at least those of us that want to escape the hood trap, right? Because the hood trap is not an environmental thing. Well, in a sense, for many of us, it is an environmental thing because our environment is affecting us rather than us impacting our environment. First off, we got to change our frame of reference, right? Because many of us are reacting to the environment rather than having the environment react to us, right? As human beings, as principle-driven human beings, we have the ability to influence the environment that we are in, and many of us are are basically surrendering that ability, right? We're, in a sense, embracing the sorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're embracing the sorrow. We're not looking for the twin sister joy, right? We're not looking into the situation. We're not practicing the collective work and responsibility. We're not raising up and utilizing or becoming the righteousness that we need. Right? Instead, we're looking for this to be provided the by the environment, by the hood. But the hood can't produce it because the hood was never created to produce these things. The hood wasn't created to produce righteousness. It was provided to bring as many people as cheaply as possible together. Right? It wasn't designed to provide everybody with everything that they need. No, it was developed to make sure that we had to stay in a certain mind state. And this is a mind state of sorrow. But this only affects us if we surrender our ability as as a people, as a group, to impact our environment rather than having our environment impact and guide us. Right? How do we impact our environment, Brother Tim? How do we change it? How do we escape the hood trap? First, we talked about utilizing the power of Kujichagali, which is self-determination, which is bringing justice, the law of correspondence, realizing as above, so below, just like the stars and stuff work and stuff like that. That's how this world works down here, and we can start utilizing some of the laws that help keep things in order up there down here in our personal lives, even though I didn't say that yesterday, right? But right now, in the hood, one of the things that we have to start bringing to bear is one, redefining, which is one of the most powerful principles, one of the most powerful ideas that's embedded in the principle of Kujichagulia. And now moving into Ujima, collective work and responsibility. First off, that five, 6, 7, those steps, 5, 6, 7, five parts of your being, 6 emotions, 7 principles, right? Align the 5 parts of your being, right? Utilize the 6 emotions, right? Move in your principles, move in our principles, right? And in doing this, right, we're harnessing a power that in a sense can start shaping the reality we are in, right? Changing the hood into what it should be, a village, the hood into a community, the hood into something that's useful for us, right? This is not hard, fam. This can be done with collective work and responsibility. But first, like I said, bring in our collective together by using that 5, 6, 7 as an individual, then start clicking up or building those tribes within these communities and start impacting the environment so that we could change it so that it could start serving us rather than us serving it. See, because the hood is designed, the whole idea of the hood is designed to service others. See, because you got to understand that as a people, we are like a mine, right? More valuable than gold, more valuable than platinum. We are cheap labor, right? That we are economic resources that are laid out for the world to take advantage of, right? And until we start establishing, in a sense, our borders and start framing our reality, so that when somebody comes into our space, they are forced to look at reality through our frame. See, because when we go to people's jobs, we don't, you can't stay on that job looking at the world from your frame. When you go to IBM, you got to look at the world through IBM's frame, or you're fired. You know what I'm saying? When you work at McDonald's, you got to learn to look at the world through McDonald's frame, right? Because these individuals, these groups of people have decided to take command of their environment. And in taking command of their environment, what it has done, it has enabled them to shape the reality in which they exist. And in shaping that reality, if you do not fit, you are ejected automatically. They don't even have to. You don't even have to have the founder of IBM do it no more. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Family, once we start pulling together ourselves first as an individual, once we start doing the right things, once we start taking care of that physical body, because I stressed the importance of that last night, because this is the issue, right? When we start getting in shape, physically, we start getting in shape. It's possible, it's easier for you to get in shape spiritually, emotionally, you know what I'm saying, intuitionally. You know what I'm saying? When we start eating right, right, and we start feeding our body right, we start feeding our spirit, we start feeding our mind, we start feeding. See, because there's certain physical changes that once we start consciously, right, with conscious intent, and we start shaping, because check this out, we start shaping the first environment. This, for many of us, this is our first environment. And we start shaping and terraforming our first environment, which is our bodies, right? Changing the community will be simple. You know why? Because you're going to be able to recognize other people that's terraforming their first environment, right? Their first hood, right? Because this is deep now, because this just hit me. This is the first hood. Many of y'all are existing and trapped inside the hood, right? As a matter of fact, you have let the hood, the whole idea of the hood, transform you who you are. Your body, how you live, I don't care how thin you are. A lot of y'all unhealthy. A lot of y'all dehydrated. A lot of y'all don't have the essential fatty acids that you need. A lot of you don't have the fermented foods and the probiotics that you need. A lot of you are not eating real food. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This is the hood, totally artificial, and we have allowed it. We have allowed our shell to be transformed and used by someone else, by other groups. It benefits other groups, and we're seeing the world through their frame. And now I'm challenging you for us to start using our collective work and responsibility, our Ujima, right, to start taking the responsibility to start shaping the frame out of which we look, right? Out of which you look, right? Out of which you look, right? As an individual, when you change the frame you see, those people that need to be around you will stay around you. Those that don't will automatically be ejected, right? Why? Because now through your frame, you have an idea of righteousness, right? So those who are not operating in that, step on out, right? In your idea, you doing respect, and those that are disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, they're stepping out, right? Because you got your frame, they can't fit into your frame no more. And those people that are able to do that type of stuff, can fit into your frame, and then we can start actually building. Right? It's not hard for us to save ourselves and save our community. It's not hard at all. You know what I'm saying? But first, it starts with us dealing with the first collective, dealing with the first hood. And y'all see me doing this, right? I'm doing the magic fingers. I want you to understand the power of your shell, right? It's your servant. It's your servant. But it's a horrible master, right? It's horrible when it's working for somebody else. Get it to start working for you so that you can start building in your home. So you can start building in your tribe. So you can start building in your community, right? Change the vibration of your body. Change the vibration of your hood, your personal hood. And when you start changing the vibration of this, you start changing the vibration of those that hang around you so that y'all can have a real talk about reinvestments. Have a real talk about where you live and choosing where you live. Because many of us, because this is going to sound crazy and I'm done, many of us are going to start clicking up and moving in areas near each other, right? Last point, I'm done. I was listening to NPR, as I usually do. They was talking about Germany. Have you checked out what's going on with Germany's election? It's about them. The election is about them reframing, right? And it ain't even the election now. It's the prime minister's, I think it's the interior minister or something. He's telling people that if you are not German and if you can't fit in German culture, hold on, you need to step out. You need to step out. Everybody else is doing it. Now it's time for us to start doing it. And you know, a lot of y'all looking for right and wrong. I'm not. I'm looking for reality. Right? You know what I'm saying? So how do you determine who belongs? Well, are they practicing righteousness? Are they practicing respect? Does the vibration fit in with the vibration that we have built, that we are building? Right? Very simple. Very simple. So this brother Hatim, guess what? I'm under 30 minutes again. No, I'm not. I'm 45 minutes, 45 seconds over. But I will get with you tomorrow. Remember, take the Goose Asaba challenge. Let's build, family. We could do it. You could do it. You can do it. Right? Also, make sure you check out the show tonight. Every Ujima. I also do travel quotes, which is the most popular show at this point in time. I don't know what's going on. Travel quotes. Nobody. Folk tales for grown folks. People started to like travel quotes. I stream live on Facebook, and of course, the show is put up on YouTube. Actually, it's the podcast. So those that don't want to necessarily view the live show, don't want me to shout you out, you can watch it, you can listen to it, and download it at www.gye-nyame.com. Peace. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about gye-nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.